get them up here too. It is a great seat. If I had a pillow, I'd already be. Huh?
All right, everybody, we'll go ahead and get started with our media availabilities this afternoon. Our first one we're lucky to have with us, lead singer James Elliott from Yellow Banks. They're going to be performing our pre-race concert here at 4:30 today, and six-piece band, members of the band are back here with us. They're also in here with us in the media center. They're from Owensboro, Kentucky, and James, you guys ready to roll today for the pre-race concert here at the Cracker Barrel 400?
We're getting there. We're getting there. It's been hot and it's been a long weekend, but we're ready to play. Everything sounds great out there, and we've just been soaking it in. I'll be honest, I'm ready for a nap though right before the race. They done fed us, and I'm just let's just lay down for a second.
You look real comfortable in that rocking chair.
If I had a pillow, I'd be falling asleep with this mic in my hand.
Well, hang with us here for a couple of minutes, and we'll get through this. Get you.
I can hang for a couple.
All right, that's good. You guys have a new album out, Corner of First and Lonely, and you won a contest to be here. So, what was that process like?
So, funny story. We were supposed to be in Alabama for the weekend that the contest was happening. So I didn't tell the band that we entered the competition. And we ended up getting picked for the next round. And I was like, oh, we might need to do this. And I was like, would y'all rather go to Nashville or Alabama? And they was like, Nashville, we can go back home after Nashville. And we went down and we just did our thing. And we never expected to win. That's why I didn't tell them, So it's been extremely surreal being here at all.
Awesome. Any questions for James? Go ahead, John. John, we'll go with John first and then Blake.
John Newby, Fan Bus. One thing I asked a lot of the bands who do pre-race concerts for all the different NASCAR races is when you're picking out your specific set list, are there any tweaks that you have to make for, like an audience like this as opposed to a normal, Saturday night concert?
The biggest thing that we have to change is that we are normally playing 3 to 4 hours a night. And so we have to take everything that we know and decide what is the best thing to do. And 45 minutes isn't really a whole lot of time, because usually when we're playing about 45 minutes in, when we're almost done with our first set, that's when we're really firing up and getting into things. And so it forces us to quicken things a little bit and be like, okay, we have this much time. We have to specifically figure out what's going to be best for the setting that we're in and then run with it.
And now, Blake, did you have a question? Yeah. Owensboro media member here.
James, can you tell us about the new album you guys have been working on? Just released the front artwork for.
So, as you mentioned earlier, we have The Corner First and Lonely. That's actually our debut album. But we have just released our second single off of the second album called Told You So. And then before that, in March, we released a song called The Ugly Song that's going to be on there. As far as I'm concerned, listening to it, it's just been a complete step above the first album, what we've been doing. And then, of course, we just released the single Kings of Ashes. That's new out. It's actually not going to be on the album. We had debated on not releasing it at all on streaming and that just being a live show song. And we had decided that with everything going on in the world, that song needed to be out in the world. So we've just been slowly pushing the singles. We have no definitive date, but sometime this year our second album will be coming out, titled Not Too Pretty, because obviously you know all of us personally, so you know what's up. So yeah, that's nice. We just, this past Friday we released our second song, Told You So. And then we'll be releasing some more in the next couple of months, and then we'll be releasing the album by the end of the year.
I'm going to record this one. Hold on, so give me a second.
Oh, Lord. Do I have to say all that again?
No.
Perfect.
James, talk about Owensboro, Kentucky being such a racing town with the Waltrip brothers, the Green brothers, Jeremy Mayfield, so many crew members from Owensboro. What's it mean like for your band to be chosen to play the closest NASCAR race that we have in Owensboro?
There's no explaining it. You know, like where I live, and so the song that we put in for the competition was called "The Farm," and I grew up listening and going to sleep on the weekends to Windy Hollow Raceway, the drag track. You know, I would go to sleep to them racing, and so to be here, and then having, like you said, so much coming from Owensboro with us, it's like now we just get a chance to represent as well, you know, on a different scale of things. So that's really been like, it's just surreal, the fact that we're here and we're doing the thing, and we're representing Owensboro and doing everything we can to do it the right way.
Good answer.
So, James, do you have a favorite driver?
Now or ever?
Ever? Either?
Raise hell, praise Dale.
There you go.
That's easy. I said Dale Earnhardt was always a hero of mine growing up, and my dad actually looked a lot like him, and so that was always a thing for me. And I remember when he passed away, they ended up in school, they were showing his funeral, and I cried my eyes out because I was getting to watch his funeral, and the teacher wanted to change it, and I was like, don't you dare touch that TV. I was like, that's my hero. And so now, then, and forever, it's going to be Dale Earnhardt, number 3. I wore that on my baseball helmet when I was a kid. I had it, you know, the Intimidator, number 3. That was my bag.
All right. Any other questions for James? Oh, got one back here.
Oh, God.
Trent with FrontStretch.com. I'm just curious. You know, a lot of artists get these opportunities to perform at a big event or a TV show or talent contest kind of thing, and it kind of sometimes leads to something, sometimes it doesn't. So, where you expected this to maybe project your band, you know, after this opportunity?
Nothing's promised, nothing's guaranteed. But I have noticed, you know, some more folks have taken notice of us, and we're on that track anyway to start getting closer to where we want to be. And the opportunity that this has given us is really, you know, like I said, it's just been outstanding thing. And so I think that it gives us an opportunity to really move forward, because this isn't something that we just are doing on the side. Like this is what we want. And we want to put our music out there and show everybody what we have and what we have to say. So as long as we keep doing what we're doing, I think that, you know, we can only go up. I don't think there's anywhere else to go. At least not anytime soon. So that's my hope anyway.
So, James, what do you think about Nashville Superspeedway and the atmosphere here? What's your thoughts? And you guys looking forward to playing here? Your music, obviously a great match for the fans who are out here.
Yeah, I mean, everything is just, a lot of it's been electric. You know, when we first pulled in here, first thing this morning, we got here early, and seeing the track, I'm like, I don't know if I'm allowed to say any bad words. Y'all can blur them out, right? It was a holy shit moment. In all honesty, it's like, there it is. Like, that's where we're going to play today. Like it. And we've been asked a couple of times since it happened, like, do you feel like you made it? And I was like, I don't feel like we made it yet. I was like, but this definitely feels like a break. And so it's still kind of trying to set in. But I think when we go out there and the stands are full, that's when it's really going to be like, that's going to be the make or break of, oh, geez, this is happening. Like, this is real. So I know I've got several volunteers in the room already that know me, but if anybody wants to give me a little slap or something, make sure I'm not dreaming. Y'all just call dibs now.
All right. We wish you best of luck, and we do have one question for you. What's your go-to Cracker Barrel meal?
Mine is the fried chicken with the sawmill gravy, every biscuit that I can handle with honey, and the hash brown casserole.
Great selections. We do have one more back here.
Your sound has been described as outlaw country. Would you say you're more outlaw or country?
Who are you with, sir?
He's asking to describe your jam.
What the hell are these hippies doing in my country band? I mean, it all. We described ourselves as outlaw country not because of what we sound like, but why we sound that way. And what you want to come up? I see you. Come here. Help me out here. I'm drowning. But no, it's more about why we sound the way we do. A lot of every single one of us, the music in the country music scene that is coming out now, a lot of it is not really what we like to listen to. You know, I listen to Merle Haggard, Willie Nelson, and some of the new cats, Charlie Crockett and Sturgill Simpson, you know, a couple of those, but they still do it the way that I prefer my music. And so that's really been the thing for us, is just we call ourselves that because we're not trying to be what everybody else is doing. And I tell everybody that asks us, you know, like, what is your process? It's like, we're just trying to do it as close to the way Hank did it as we possibly can today. You know, we're grinding, we're doing the shows, we're writing our own music, we're putting it out there, we're doing it all independent. And so that means a lot to us. So it's not really like we're out here, you know, just balls to the wall, you know, straight, yeah, outlaw, because we don't really sound a whole lot of outlaw on a lot of our music. But we're doing what we want, how we want to do it, and nobody's going to tell us any other way. That's how we got to where we are, and that's how we're going to keep doing it.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. Good luck. And again, Yellow Banks, they'll be playing at 4:30, the pre-race concert out here before driver introductions. Check them out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thanks for letting me use the chair. It's nice. Oh, dude, that guitar is so sick.